Hello folks, this has gone Spy. The Spy will come to you live for Star Wars Knights for Republic, the Sith Lords. From the last episode, we managed to be able to get to know one of the leaders that is in charge of Kundam. That is the center of where they're going to try to, where they have been, the government of a peace treaty of between the settlers, the scavengers, and the mercenaries even. And this has been a long-term, hard process of hardships that these people had endured for ever since after the bombing. And this Administrator Adara is a good person, and that she is one of the people that was able to keep these people together and not make them lose themselves after the hell they've been through. And she has been giving us quite information about lots of things that's been going on since the aftermath of the Jedi Civil War, and the fact that she has knowledge that the Ebon Hawk is a Jedi vessel, but because that she understands that these are in time of crisis and that people had no longer trust the Jedi, she understands the secrecy of discretion, so she has kept our secret. And she also told us that she has a friend who we're looking for on Dantooine, by the way, Jedi Master Farouk. Is that he not only is he alive, but for some reason he came down to Dantooine, and that he wanted to try to help and was last seen heading to the Jedi Enclave ruins and has since gone missing. But we're going to check things out to see why Master Farouk has been taking too long. But before that, we're still need to understand exactly what else had happened, which is why we're going to be having a talk time with one of its leaders, the militia leader, Saron.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
I had a spot for trouble, even though I did not exactly desire it for one. Then yes.
Talk to Baroon first. If your situation needs militia involvement, he'll send you my way. You got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters?
Plenty, actually. I'm kind of new around here after my last visit of being here, but notice that there has been some changes been going on ever since the Jedi Civil War had left Dantooine and a state of crisis. I'm just exploring and getting to know the people here in Kunda.
There are better places to explore and better people to know. I'm sure you have your reasons, huh? I'm sure you got questions of your own. And if you're interested, I might have some work for you. You want something?
So what sort of work do you mention just now?
I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. Coming from a
Yeah, I knew them.
plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it.
Kinrath are not exactly easy creatures to deal with. I know that firsthand. That Revan and the old companions of the old crew that used to be in the Ebon Hawk, like T3 among them, had a tough time dealing with the Kinrath. Isn't that the place where it's so overrun with Kinrath, though?
Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to their nest. Started near the end of the Civil War. Nobody knows for sure. Even the Athorian. And they're smart about such things.
And I bet what Malik did to Dantooine must have somehow got the Kinrath out of their cave-in nesting grounds where the Crystal Cave used to be at. You know, now that I mention it, when we got to when After coming through the shelter and states, after passing through it, the crystal cave does seem to be in the area just about ahead of it. That's near in the other stay of the family. But exactly how dangerous are those Kenrath and how much lethal are they in the caves?
Very. Kinrath you see on the plains aren't as tough as the ones inside the caves. May not look much different, but they are tough.
Yeah. So what do you know about the cave exactly?
We used some explosives to seal a cave a couple years back. Just made them angrier. They burrowed another entrance even closer to us. I know there are crystals in there too. Some of the salvagers once thought about going in there to get some extra credits. Too many Kinrath though. Cave is on the southeast side of the plains. Shouldn't be hard to find.
Crystals, huh? I should have known. That cave you're talking about must be indeed the Crystal Cave, where we got the Jedi compartments of crystals, and amongst other things. Okay, I see that this might be a problem. We'll look into that when we have the time. So how much is this, the reward, if we do this job?
2,000 credits.
Look, good man. You're a reasonable guy of sorts, being the captain with personal jobs, of being this main hard job to be able to keep the people safe. But with so few settlers that I've noticed going on in Kunda, lives are much, much more important than just credits, you know?
I agree with you, but I don't barter. I got more important things to do.
Couldn't hurt to try. I'll see what I can do about it, Senra.
That's all I can ask. You want something?
Yes. Now, I heard about your second in command, Brunda, about he mentioning about Jenric's name on our conversation. So what type of connection does this man has with the militia?
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable all the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garvik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor. Right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight.
Jesus.
No witnesses. But nobody remembers Garvik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something?
Okay. Can I ask you some general questions before I get to the topic at hand?
You really should talk to Barun about general questions.
How exactly is the militia doing at the Jedi Soul War?
There aren't more than a dozen of us, and there's too many problems. People keep hoping that the Republic sends help. We gotta help ourselves.
So how well do you know the Administrator?
She's smart. She gets things done. The whole place would fall apart without her. Dantooine isn't the center of much of anything. Our most talented people sometimes leave. Hard for someone to stay a farmer when they have the itch to do something greater. So we're lucky the Administrator never went elsewhere. Bet she'd make a decent senator even.
Is that so? That spoke highly claimed bold words. But in reasonable doubt, in reasonable situation, because of how much you put in deep in helping her, keeping the peace here. What can you tell me more about Kunda?
It's our home. Might be the start of an honest capital someday. Right now, it's not much more than a swoop bike stop.
Yeah, kind of notice that the equipment here is not exactly a highly government-based equipment, if you know what I'm talking about. So, I've been hearing that you had got some personal grudges towards the salvagers and the mercenaries. How exactly do you feel about the mercenaries exactly?
I don't have anything to say about that.
personal, sensitive topic. Your second man was right about that. Oh well. I'd like to talk about something else.
You want something?
Actually, I'm going to be going now. I'm going to do a save here because I want to test something out.
It's you again. Well, you know who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something?
I do. Your second in command, Bruna, asked me to investigate you.
He did he? What's this about?
He's concerned that you might actually provoke the mercenaries.
I know we don't agree on this, but he's crossing a line. He lives in a sheltered, settler world. He doesn't know what some people are capable of. So he's asked you to go looking into what I'm up to. If I didn't need every last man here.
Look, I think he's wrong, but I think I could help you with this.
Appreciate the offer. There are things I need help with. This isn't one of them. You want something?
Well. I'll be going now. Well, we're not going to be able to go looking into information like that. But let's see, keep looking, exploring this place. Private doors don't seem to be open at the time.
Hello there. You haven't had any new troubles, I hope.
I'm going to need to save this one. I'll be going now. Be back just a sec.
All right. Stay out of trouble now.
I'm just kind of poking around to see if what I can stir up.
Hello there. You haven't had any new troubles, I hope.
Yes, I think I may have evidence that Saren's actions are endangering Kunda.
I'm not the one to talk to. You should see Administrator Adare about that. We should probably talk about something else. I hate going behind the captain's back.
Alright.
All right.
I don't exactly
Stay out of
have
trouble now.
anything much to go on anyway. Alright, let's see what's behind this door. So you must be Jarovak. Heard a great deal about you, and not good.
Your luck is not of the hapless sector. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship. Yes. No friendly greetings are here for you.
Hate to break it to you, a dumbass, but my ship is not bantered.
You act like I have insulted your woman. Your ship I haven't seen. But if it takes after you, I can't be in perfect condition.
Oh, screw
I'm
you.
done being inconvenienced by you.
I can see why you don't have a good reputation about you.
Another interruption. You must not have heard who I am. Waste another's time, not mine. Someone less important.
We're not done, you and I. Oh yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, in the last episode I managed to be able to get a proper double-bladed vibro for the weapons shop that they have in the estate. Just Security doors are also locked at this time, can only be opened by a key.
I hope that you haven't run into any difficulties you couldn't deal with. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Bruno believes that Sauron may be up to something, and Minister, forgive me if I'm accusing.
I have no doubt that Barun means well, but I have every confidence in Sauron. I would ask you to ignore anything Barun asked of you. He doesn't see the full scope.
What is going on?
I realize that I'm asking you for help, but you must also know that I am the head of this nominal government. It wouldn't be appropriate for me to divulge all information to you.
I think I may have some evidence that Sauron's actions are endangering Kunda.
What have you learned, Jedi?
Nothing. Never mind. I do not have an evidence of that just yet. You may have something that could go on, but right now I'm just poking around to see what. Hopefully I do not have evidence. That's just all just speculation from a young lad that doesn't know shit. Whew. Alrighty.
Hey, get away from that door. The last time somebody messed with it, it was locked down for months before we could fix it.
Understand? Sorry, just looking around. Good man. No need to get hostile. Oh god, the rumors are right. Kenrith are out of the caves? The Kenrith never had come out of their caves before? Everything the minister and was, Sauron spoke is the truth. Something must have happened after the bombing that Malak did to Dantooine. He must have stirred something out from their caves. Alright. And you're going to be heading out. Handmaiden, you're going to be staying with me. Bador is going to be coming with us this time. Shicho can only work with many opponents, and Muskie can only work against a Jedi. God, how tough these bastards are. shooting fish in the barrel. Whew. Yeah, these bastards are a lot tougher than they were before. I thought I had to fight them again. Another double-bladed sword. Let's ask him.
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out here anyway. This is Kinrath territory.
Kinrath?
There was a time when seeing a Kinrath was a rare thing. They mostly were around some caves to the south of here. But now, they're everywhere. They're dangerous too. More vicious than they used to be. I'd stay away from the eastern side of the plains. And now that I think about it, stay away from the west too. The west
Even in the
filled with
west.
cat hounds. Dantooine is in a sad state these days.
You don't have to tell me about that. Why have things just gone out of control so badly?
Mostly because the Republic has left us to fend for ourselves. I gave the Republic the best years of my life, and I understand they're under pressure. But I think that they'd be able to spare at least something to help us out. All we get is sympathy.
What exactly do you need from the public?
Some law and order, for one thing. Take what I'm doing right now. A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the western French farmers was coming to Coon on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out
Interesting.
what really happened.
Why exactly are you looking into it?
I'm one of the Kunda militia. They need all the able bodies they can get. I was a Republic custom inspector before I came back home. Now I'm the closest thing the militia's got to an investigator.
Do you expect the foul play?
I do. The Kinrath are dangerous. But as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors.
But Dantooine is temperate. There is no need for atmospheric sensors except for seasonal data collection.
Huh? Just important we get it back. They're expensive pieces of equipment, and we can't afford to replace them. Regardless, I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something.
My companion, Bador, is right about those sensors. Maybe right about those sensors. As I no doubt he may be right about these things. But if we do happen to find it, we'll send it to you. But why do you really want those sensors?
I just really need them. It's important. Please come to me if you find any of the atmospheric sensors. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you find, whether they're broken or not.
And where they could be if we happen to come across them?
No idea whatsoever. I figure it's a real long shot you'd ever spot one. I also figure it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Very well. I'll see what I can do about it. Being in these plains really brings back memories. I remember this road, these pathways. This pathway takes us straight back to the Jedi Enclave. I know, because this is where I used to go there. Now that is new. Must be the new entrance cave that Sauron and that guy was mentioning from before. If this cave is going to be anything like the one from the last series of the Star Wars Knights of the Republic, then this is going to be something that's most unpleasant about. Alright, it seems to me this would be a good place to put a stop to here for now. So this has gone Spy, the Spy, sign off for now. We'll be right back after these messages. Also, to add subscribe to this channel.